So we were on our way back from Montreal.
It was me, Kevin Bennett, Kevin Blackwood, and Puff. We were on the way to a show. It was normal. The drive there was fine.
We're all very tired. Blackwood's in the back, Dan's in the back, I'm in shotgun, Bennett's driving.
I had my shoes off and I was super comfy. I had my head up against the window, which I believe is probably what leads to the fact that I don't remember it happening.
3 of us pass out, Bennett's driving, and then at like 6 a.m., I wake up and we're spinning. Dan wakes up at the same time. Blackwood stays asleep. I just see lights going by, flashing kind of lights.
I woke up to the car spinning around.
And then boom, I wake up and we had crashed.
At some point on the way back, we hit a patch of black ice. We spun out, collided with the guardrail. The guardrail hit perpendicular with the side of the car. So it pierced through the door right where I was sitting, which is what broke mine and Daniel's legs.
I crawled out of the car. I see Kevin with his head through the window, and Bennett's in the front. Puff kicks out the window, grabs the phone, calls the ambulance, calls his mom.
I was like, oh shit, what do we do? I've never been in a car accident before. I had no idea what was going on.
I don't remember literally anything about it up until probably until I was in the hospital for about a day.
Puff texted us. He texted me and Andy Williams in a group text. He just said hey, I just want you guys to know that, we were in a car accident. As soon as I read he said Blackwood might have broken both his ankles, Danny broke his leg, and then it was just oh my God, this is real.
Being in the hospital was kind of an overwhelming experience, to be honest. I was there for 10 days. I believe Kevin was there for maybe 4 or 5.
Me and my mom had to call Dan's mom and Kevin's parents, and trying to get a hold of them was terrible. I had to try and get a hold of Blackwood's parents, and I didn't have their numbers, and I didn't have their Facebook.
As far back as I remember, I had been in a pretty positive, cheery mood, and it may have been a combination of the concussion and the morphine that had me so just chipper about it, I guess. I remember specifically asking a couple times where was Daniel, because they had us in separate rooms, and I was very concerned, and I was told that he was going in for surgery. It was on his leg. I was worried it was like a transplant of some sort of organ or something like that. So I was super worried about that, and I didn't get to see him until a day or two into the stay.
I got to go in and see Danny first. It was hard to see him laying there with dried blood all over his face, and Danny's a strong kid. He was doing his best to stay positive, and it was cool to see. Blackwood was the scary one because he was in the room next door to Danny, and I had heard that Blackwood had a bad concussion, and he was forgetting stuff. He didn't even know they had been in a car accident. He was just forgetting things that you had told him literally 2 minutes ago. The GoFundMe came about because my tag partner Andy Williams felt terrible because he was actually on a vacation in Japan with his girl Hannah. They just felt so bad that they were far away. They were the ones who made the GoFundMe. Hannah's a genius in that stuff.
A bunch of people donated. We raised $30,000, I think.
I was on an iPad, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw that CM Punk had shared the link to it, and he said, I don't know these guys, but Andy does, and if they're friends of his, then they're friends of mine. And CM Punk is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. I remember seeing Finn Balor shared it, Ruby Riott, Luke Harper, who's from Rochester, very close by to where we live. He donated, I think, $1,500 or something like that. And shortly after, Chris Jericho donated a couple thousand.
I mean, the amount of love and support that poured in, automatically, I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but within the first hour, it was insane.
This is our first Limitless show back after the car accident. This is my 4th match back from injury. This is Kevin's 1st match back, so it's a really, really exciting night for us.
It's a crazy feeling, man, because literally, one of the first things I said to Pepper in the hospital was that I had all these plans for my comeback, and that was this January 6th or 7th. I'm laid up in the hospital with all these broken bones, and now today I'm here. Daniel's here. We're both like 110%. Like everything is coming true that I was planning, and it feels crazy, man.
I mean, this is the first time me and Danny have had a singles match together. So like that, on top of like Kevin's first match back, like it's, I don't know, it's hard to put into words like how special today is at Limitless and just how special this weekend is. And it's like, you know, like we were just saying this before, it's like, you know, I told those guys, like, Limitless is a special place, man. And you know, the amount of outpour that they give you, like, it's just awesome what they've done for all of us, and for those guys especially. You know what I mean? This is a really good place for them to come back.
Kevin, obviously, he's my brother. We went through this together. We broke both of our legs together, and he was there for me for my return. I'm here for his return. And having Puff and Pepper here is really meaningful to us. Pepper's obviously one of our trainers. He's like a father figure to me in a way. He's very important in my life. And Puff is one of my best friends. He was one of Kevin's best friends. And he's been super supportive throughout this whole process and super helpful. So it's only right that they're here for it. The only person missing is Kevin Bennett. Book him, Randy, please. We miss him.